BMAC's Audio Adventure with me, BMAC. You could call me Brandon. That's my name. This is Irish Keith. What's up, Keith?
I'm Irish Keet. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say Keith or Keet. You say Keet. I think I might just stay with Keith. I don't know. I think it's too much Lawrence County. I don't know if I can go Keet.
I don't know, if we're talking about the trials today, then Keet Krikorian comes up. I'm going to be saying Keet anyway.
Okay, I'll just leave it to you. You're an expert at saying Keith.
I think I am.
I'm not that good at it. I'll keep working on it. Yeah, let's talk about the ADCC trials. So Saturday, we pretty much spent the entire day watching the ADCC trials because you had to, man. Like, it went so long. Like, open mat started at 1. We got here about 12:45, and I put up we got a TV out there in the mat room, and I streamed from my Flow Grappling account to the TV, and it was like an hour late getting started, and then after like 20 matches or something like that, there was like an hour-long delay, and then there was never 4 mats running at the same time, so it wasn't the best thing to watch from a consumer standpoint. Like, you would have to be really into jiu-jitsu to sit and watch that thing. So anyway, I sat and watched that thing, and it went from 1 o'clock until it was over. After the UFC, we were watching both at the same time.
12 hours.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I hope they do a better job with that moving forward.
4 matches, for the amount of people that registered, it wasn't enough. It was a busy day.
Yeah. It was a huge tournament, right? There was a ton of people in every bracket. You know what I actually think? I was thinking about this. I think that there ought to be, for the trials, it shouldn't be open registration. I think that you should have to, like, say 10th Planet, for instance. So we had tons and tons of 10th Planet guys, which is fine. Like, I want my dudes to go compete because it is open. But I think just like the big ADCC, there should be some qualifying rounds to get into the trials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think every school or every association ought to send their best folks.
Yeah, maybe
you know,
a
and
cap on the number that they can send.
That's right. You got a ton of people. You can send 4 at every weight class, or 2, whatever. You can send 2 at every weight class. I don't know, maybe 4 is good because there's 2 different trials, but it would cut back on how many trials they had to have. You know, so I don't know. Take that and run with it. But that would be cool if it was like 10 of Gracie Baja's best in the bracket or something, like, not 10, but it depends on how big the bracket is. But do it like the NCAA March Madness bracket, you know, where you got to qualify to get into the round of 64. And then the ADCC is a 16-man bracket, so that's a Sweet 16, you know. But you got to go from 64 to 16. So, I don't know. It's just adding more stuff that people are going to have to do, so it'll probably never happen. But I did think that as the trials continues to grow, that's going to become a problem. From an organizational standpoint, at least. What do you think? Too much?
Well,
or do you think it just should be open? Everybody can come in.
It's kind of hard to say because you never know. Some unknown guy could just come in and wreck everyone. Maybe. So to put a cap on it.
Yeah, you'd have to, and if we did it that way, you'd have to have an independent, like a way for independents to enter.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
What we need is a selection committee, just like the NCAA. Like, there should be some kind of, I don't know. The sport's not popular enough for people to be able to keep up with it like that, though. And there's so many individuals, it'd be impossible. But anyway, run with my idea. It was terrible. Thanks, Keith, for exposing my terrible idea. Let's talk about the tournament. Yeah.
Who stood out to you?
Well, obviously, Nicky Ryan and the rest of the folks that won the brackets all looked great. Nicky Ryan was my big hero of the day. He was incredible. Kid's 17 years old.
And apparently claiming to be the king now since he has more ADCC trials wins than his brother.
Is that what he said? I didn't see that. That would be awesome if there's like a brotherly feud right there. But I got a feeling they're on the same team. But yeah, dude, he was so good. Who else out of that bracket though? But Nikki, just stay with him for just a second. He subbed pretty much everybody that he fought. The first match that I watched from Nikki, and I don't know who it was, so I don't mean any disrespect to the guy if he's listening, so apologies. But it looked like that guy was super not interested in engaging with Nikki.
No.
Like, did not want a piece at all. And he was circling. The referee came to him and warned him. And then he was circling. The referee came in and warned him. He finally got down and engaged a little bit, and then the referee had to warn him again for backing out. And then when they finally connected, Nikki had the kill in less than 15 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. Not just a kill like, oh, he jumped on an ankle lock and got a quick tap. He ran through the guy from his... It was like a perfect display of jiu-jitsu. He was on his butt. The guy tried to touch him. Nikki was on his back and had him choked before... I mean, it was lightning fast. It was gorgeous, man. Very Marcelo Garcia-like. Go watch that first match. That looked like a Marcelo Garcia match once the contact started, not before that, while the butt scoot. We call that the white belt dance. When people like won't engage, like you sit guard and they go, that's the white belt dance.
Nikki pushed the pace too.
Dude, he was there to murder.
He was hitting takedowns. He was moving forward.
I'm a huge Nikki Ryan fan. I like Nikki's game even better than I like that's not true. I really like Nikki's game. Gordon can play heavy, which makes it that's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Man, Gordon is so freaking good. I think we should shoot him. I think that's the only way.
He must go.
Is it okay to say that on a podcast?
Well, it's out there now.
Well, we'll see. I hope his brother kills him. That's what I'm really pulling for. And I hope they do it on Instagram Live. Oh, no, don't do it on Instagram Live. I'll miss it. Do you ever watch Instagram Lives, yes or no? As a consumer?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I never watch them.
I tune into certain ones, but only if I happen to be scrolling and it pops up in that moment. BrandonMC.Ninja is live right now.
Yeah, I might stop in and say hi.
Yeah.
That's it, though. But when that first started happening on Facebook, Periscope actually was the one. I was super into it right there. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But anyway, I know everybody cared what I thought about Instagram Live. I say all that to say we need Nikki to kill Gordon.
That's true.
On Instagram Live, so that Gordon can kind of give everybody else a chance.
Besides that, I know Nikki beat him, but Keet Krikorian looked amazing.
Dude, he's so impressive to me because it wasn't that long ago. I think he was still a purple belt, maybe even a blue belt. And I was like, oh, okay, this kid's pretty good. And that's what I thought about him. Oh, he's been pretty good. That was it.
Yeah.
And then he starts going on this just tear as a competitor, but he's not really finishing anybody. He's winning some smaller tournaments, but he's like survive, winning overtime because his overtimes were just so ferocious. And then in the last maybe year, maybe even less than that, since I've really noticed it, he started getting tap after tap after tap. Like his offense has caught up to his defense. And dude, he was awesome during the trials bracket. He was awesome. He was tapping. Same thing as Nikki, man. It wasn't points they were beating people with. They were tapping people all the way into the final. And then, dang, dude, Nikki got on his back in a wrestling exchange, right?
Yep.
Nikki got on his back in a wrestling exchange, which really surprised me that Nikki defended the takedown so well. Not just defended, but countered. Keith got a little over-aggressive, which I think is Keith's big It was one thing that's still holding him back. That's also one of the things that makes him so good. But he's a little over aggressive sometimes. And I think he just got a little aggressive, if I remember it correctly. I need to go back and watch it.
He wrapped up the neck as Nikki shot in, I think. And Nikki didn't do what I would tend to do, which usually gets me killed, where you go for like that kind
Maybe you should stop. Whatever you're about to say, you shouldn't even say it.
But just like the whole like roll into the back kind of, what do they call it, the Houdini or the Heartbreaker escape, that kind of stuff. Nikki actually got up like a tripod and used his posture and then kind of fought off the guillotine and fought off the choke. And
then wrestled with him.
Yeah.
Kept wrestling him.
Yeah.
Nikki's good, man.
He's really good.
He's really, really good. And nobody can say, wow, he's really good for a kid anymore. Like, no, he's really good for a human.
Yeah.
And he's probably better than you and everybody you train with.
Yeah.
So.
And he's at that age where every year he's going to look different. He's just going to be looking a different shape, bigger.
Yeah.
What's he, only 17 now?
17.
That's
crazy.
Terrifying.
And let's see. Let's talk about. We only got how long left?
No, we're on 11 minutes now.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say let's get into some of the other brackets. So let me just talk real quick about what happened in the 77. Was William Tackett? Didn't he win the thing?
In the 70s.
Or was it? No, Combs.
No.
Combs beat Tackett there at the end. Yeah, dude, Combs was incredible. That was really my first time seeing anything other than Instagram highlights of him. So I was really, really impressed by Combs.
Yeah, there was some.
He's
going
to do some. Again, another dude. He's subbing his way all the way through, man. So he's sick. My man Orchard was in that bracket.
He killed it.
He had a great
made some
day.
gangster moves.
He had a great day. Ruben Rivera had a really good day. If it hadn't been for Nathan, for meeting Nathan, we could have seen Ruben.
Yep. In the final, maybe.
But I didn't. Nate caught Ruben with that exit wound, right?
That topside actually.
Nate tapped me with that in competition too, and at Kakuto Pro in Atlanta a couple of years back. I was still a brown belt. Dude, it was so vicious. It's the most painful sub I've ever been caught in. For real. It was brutal. I couldn't walk for it was crazy because he hit me with it and I tapped because it hurt real bad. But then I still had another match. And I did the match and I wasn't really, your adrenaline's up. You're not even thinking about it. You're not even feeling it yet. But as the tournament, like after that match, I got, it went to pool play after that, and I didn't qualify for the pool play or for the final. And so, I was there watching the rest of the bracket, and as the day went on, dude, that thing just got so sore. And man, I could not walk for like 3 days, but I wasn't injured. It's like nothing happened from it. It hasn't been sore ever again since. It just hurt so bad. It's like he bruised my. I thought he was going to break my leg. Anyway, that's what he tapped Ruben with. So, Ruben, ow, sorry about that, buddy. But Ruben's a gangster for sure.
I'm a big fan of Ruben.
I'm a big fan of Ruben as a person too.
Yeah,
big fan. He's a new dad. Both of those guys are new dads.
Congratulations.
No, they're not. Well, kind of. They both just got married. Right.
Orchard has a baby on the way.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I knew there was some baby connection.
Some baby.
So anyway, yeah, Nathan, Ruben got babies, got married, and then still showed up like gangsters. That's hard to do.
In that division, Combs, who won, looked so impressive, but Tackett, that was almost two 17-year-olds qualifying for the ADCC trials.
Which is crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
It makes me feel really old.
Well, you should try. Being. How old am I? 24.
I don't know.
38.
Really?
I tell my kids I'm 24. They get so mad for whatever reason. They can't stand for me to say that I'm 24 years old. So of course I do that every day. All right. So yeah, Coco looked good. Jason Rao looked good. The Sims guy, he did really well. That's the guy that finally beat Nathan.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see too many of his matches because there was so much going on, so I kept missing his for some reason. But I saw him with Nathan, real strong looking dude. I'm not sure how he did the rest of the bracket though, or leading in. All right, in the 88, we had Josh Hinger, which I think was probably everybody's favorite to win that coming in. That's who most people thought was going to win the bracket. I thought Thor had a really good chance, and it turns out he did have a really good chance. And then, Stanley Rosa.
Points?
So what?
Torloff said on points to Hinger?
Hinger beat him 4-0.
Okay.
But Thor was just crushing all the way through. Oh, big shout out to Dr. Coach Wes Levine from, I can't remember which 10th planet he's with. They're all connected, but the Monster Squad guys out there. He had a great tournament. He had a great bracket, and he ran into Thor, and that's how he ended up getting put out. But, man, I was really impressed by him, actually. Quentin Rosensweig, one of my friends from the Atlanta area, he had a really great tournament, a lot of subs. He just got beat by Stanley Rosa. I didn't see the match, but I know it was a real quick leg lock sub. Jimenez had a great day. Man, Thor and Hinger, I wish that would have been the final. Stanley Rosa too, though. I mean, he subbed pretty much everybody all the way in. I think his last 3 matches were all under a minute. So, I mean, he looked amazing. Really, really, really good, actually. All right. And then the 99 was Paul Ardea was the guy I was watching through that one, but he ended up getting put out in the quarters, the semis. Fowler's the one that put him out, and that's the guy that won it. I didn't watch a lot of those matches, I got to be honest with you. Anytime I noticed that Paul was up, I tried to stop and watch it. Just because I've, been around, seen him compete several times around the area. He's from Atlanta, ATT. And then there was a 10th Planet guy that I didn't know or recognize. And I didn't catch his first name, but on the brackets they had him listed as James Seide, like Seide.
Is this the guy who's playing some crazy rubber guard stuff as well?
I don't know, man. I didn't get to see too many of his matches. Like I didn't give as much of my attention to the 99 and the plus 99 brackets because I don't know. I care about the smaller guys more. I like those. They're more entertaining to me. But yeah, he went to the quarter. So 10th Planet. I saw online some people were criticizing. I didn't think 10th Planet had a real good showing. Really? We had somebody in the quarterfinals of every bracket except for the over 99 and the over 60 women. So I don't know. What else you need? Do we have to, you got to win the whole thing to have had a good day? Because that means everybody except for the winner had a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
Some good people got to lose.
Yeah. I mean, we had more people in the quarterfinals than any team.
That's true.
I would guess. I mean, maybe Atos. I don't know. I'd have to see. Maybe. What about the Henzo guys? I don't know. I don't want to do the math, but I bet nobody had. If somebody had more, it was like one more, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, 10th Planet had a pretty good day. I feel pretty good about the showing. A good day with lots of subs. Thor, of course, just crushed it. He crushed it. Keith crushing. Orchard was crushing. Ruben crushing. Fabiana was smacking girls around. She had an awesome day in the women's bracket. She won her first 2 matches, beat a black belt in round 1, put a beating down on round 2. Who was it that she? Oh, it was CC. Yeah, so she ended up beating CC like 9-0. Of course, CC's my girl. Her and Ray Ray are 2 of the sweetest human beings on the planet. And they compete like savages. I didn't get to see Ray Ray's match, dude.
I missed it.
I don't know what happened. Or actually, maybe he didn't compete.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I missed, because we were rolling during open mat, so I missed like the first 2 rounds of the tournament. And I didn't really get in until about round 32, or about round 16 on most of the brackets. All right, anyway, the over 99s. Helen Berg. Dude, so Helen Berg... In the round of 16, he had a match with Stephen Aiken from 10th Planet. He's one of Richie Martinez. He's his newest black belt. I believe that's still true. I don't think he's given one since then. But Stephen, real good dude, real nice guy. He's from Georgia originally. He lives out there and works in San Diego now. Man.
That was a weird match.
It was a really strange match, dude. I really felt like... I'm not sure how they didn't score the points for Stephen. I need to go back and watch it. But I know at the time... I was like, this is crazy. How is he not getting the points? And they didn't give Hellenberg any fake points or anything like that. It wasn't like an obvious, but it just didn't. I was confused by the scoring a lot of the day. I didn't feel like the scoring.
Day, it was odd. people were making mistakes, adding 5, taking away the 5, adding 2.
Yeah, man, it had me tripped up all day. It's just the whole running of the event. I was just really not. If I would have had to pay for that, like as a pay-per-view, I would have been pretty upset, dude. Not pretty upset. I would have probably gotten over it in about 20 minutes after a Coke Zero.
And some pizza.
Yeah. Get a Marco's pizza from my man Pizza Danny. We got a dude here at the gym.
Shout out to Pizza Danny.
Shout out to Pizza Danny. Owns Marco's Pizza in Decatur. Well, his family owns it. Him and his family own it. Let's go to the women's bracket, and then let's get up out of here. So our girl Fabiana, who's been on the podcast, you know, she does some work here for the gym, and she's an awesome training partner. Purple belt. She's training mostly at 10th Planet Denver now, I think. But man, she had a great day. CC had a great day. She got a win in the first round there, and then they had to fight each other in the next round, which was kind of stinky, but still a good match. Fabi won 9-0, but oh shoot, I lost my thing. Jenna Bishop ended up winning that bracket, and she looked awesome. I think she had all subs until the final. I think she ended up winning on points. I lost my bracket, but yeah, she did awesome. And then who won? Was it Amanda Levy that won the over 60 kilogram division?
Over 60 was won by. It was Amanda Levy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been winning. She had to have been her or Elizabeth Clay. I didn't see where Elizabeth got put out, like what happened with her, but I kind of expected either her or Levy to win the bracket. Levy's been winning brackets like that for a long time. For a long time. She's really good. So, anyway, ADCC recap in the house. Y'all don't forget about toe hold flip-flops. Toe hold is the official sponsor, which means that I just give y'all cool deals, because the only thing I get from toe hold is the opportunity to give y'all something awesome, and then sometimes he hooks me up with stuff, right? But the reason that I put them on here is, as the sponsor, is that I want you guys to be able to have access to some really cool stuff. And so you guys, the gift to me, what I get paid is that y'all get a big discount on toe hold if y'all holler at him. And that makes me happy to be able to give you guys something. So it's not like some paid sponsorship. That's not what we're doing here. What I'm trying to do is turn this around and hook y'all up. So get on Instagram, slide in his DMs, and tell him that I sent you and that you want to get out some of these really nice, customized, personalized, handmade leather flip-flops from my dude AG at Toehold. And if you will screenshot this podcast and tag me and then tag Toehold and share it on like Instagram stories, then not like Instagram stories, share it on Instagram stories, then we will enter you to win a free pair. That's another part of the sponsorship. I need you to give away something free to my people once a month. Done. That's how you get entered to win. So free pair of flip-flops once a month to our listeners, but you have to tag me, tag Toehold, share it on Instagram stories to win. Got it? All right. That's it. I'm out of here, man. Let's tell everybody about the free course before I go. Nogi Grappling, not Nogi Grappling. Jeez, I almost gave y'all somebody else's website.
Nogi Helper.
NogiHelper.com. What was NogiGrappling.com? What was that one?
Let's just continue to talk about NogiHelper.com. That will help you not get crushed from bottom position.
Thank you, Irish Keet, for keeping me on track. I have problems. NogiHelper.com. I made like a little 30-minute video series, 25-minute video series on how to frame, how to bother the head, how to move your hip in a more efficient way, how to use a kickstand on the floor. Just some ideas are going to help you, especially if you're a beginner, white belt or blue belt. It's going to help you stop getting crushed when you're on the bottom. So it's free. Well, I'm charging your email address. That's how much it costs. So go to nogihelper.com, enter your email address, and then I'll send you those free videos. That's it. I love you guys.